Hello, what is up everybody? In today's video, this is the best shooting badges for 2K22. These are in tiers, so if you are sick of missing shots on the park that are easy, especially after this patch, they've nerfed a fair bit of the badges, especially the shooting badges. I'm going to go through which ones they nerfed, as well as what tier. So I'm going to have tier A through to D, S through to D I mean. We're going to start off with the D tier all the way to the S tier and tell you which ones to avoid and which ones you should use in the upcoming season. So starting off with tier D, we have 3 different shooting badges you guys should avoid. First up, we're going to talk about fade ace. You don't need fade ace unless you're in the post. Even if you're on the post, you're just a post scorer and just do fadeaways. It's really only going to get you 2 points at the end of the day. And the NBA has evolved into a 3-point shooting contest, basically. But if you can be in the post, it's basically good for a 1v1. If you're not playing 1v1, I'd stay away from the badge. Set shoot is just a really, really bad version of catch and shoot. It takes, you have to set your feet for like 2 to 3 seconds. After you catch the ball, it's going to be standing there for a little bit and then shoot the ball, get everything set. With catch and shoot, at least it's off the catch. And it comes with between 0.5 seconds, 0.3 to 0.5 seconds to shot, so obviously set shoot is not as good. And then slippery off ball, I use this a little bit. I've been using my point guard here and there. It's like if you're like a Steph Curry top player, like to play off ball, and opposition setting screens, like you're setting screens and they're like rubbing their arm against you, won't get off you, like really, really close to you, like basically making out with you. Slippery off ball can help you get open off them situations. Now this is the C tier. As you guys can see, we have 4 different badges we're looking at. We've got difficult shots. Difficult shots, obviously, I'm going to put it tier C is because it is a 2-point shooting one. It is basically useless on the 3s. On the 2s is probably the best 2s badge to get mid-ranges, constant shots every single time. If you have a high of mid-range, I recommend put it on. But for 3s, it's not really that useful. A volume shooter, I like to have it on C because I like to have it on bronze to silver. So if you go from D to S, so D is like the lowest, you probably don't put it on. C is bronze, B is silver, A is gold, D and S is Hall of Fame. So I'd like to put volume shooter on bronze just in case, because I'm shooting like 3 to 4. If you're shooting a minimum of 3 to 4 shots a game, you want to put this on so your shooting percentage keeps going up. It hasn't really changed after the latest patches. Then we've got rhythm shooter. If you like crossing over and then shooting, doing hezzies off the shot, anything like that, any type of hesitation type of move, that badge is for you. So I'd rather put it on the bronze badge because you don't want to use too many, because you're not going to be shooting that many wide open shots off the hezzy, off the crossover, off any dribble move. And then you have clutch shooter. I like to put this on bronze. I have it on bronze in every single one of my builds because it's in the clutch time. If they're up, if they have 16 and you're below that, it activates. You got 16 points, it activates. So it's basically a really good badge in the clutch. I like to have it just in case it's like a really, really hard shot. I did hit a really clutch shot yesterday. I hit a heavily contested 3-point shot to win the game, and it was actually epic. I wish I could show you that video. Next we have, that is the C tier. That is what I think of the bronze tier is. Now we're going into the B tier, which is the silver tier. I'll recommend it for silver. Now we got green machine. You already know, after you hit your first green and after you hit your second green in a row, it activates. And every single time you shoot a shot, then your green window increases, and you'll be able to hit more greens more consistently. And you probably won't be missing many more whites because it does increase your make percentage as well. Then we have catch and shoot. Obviously, you need this for any build except for a main point guard. Even if it's a main point guard, I still have it on, as I said, with the clutch shot. I played off ball like Curry, wide open, shot it in his face, splash. You know what I mean? Catch shoot's really good because it does increase your shooting percentage by about 5% for bronze, 7% for silver, 8% for gold, and I think it's like 9.5% for Hall of Fame. So with that extra 5-6% from silver, with catch shoot, it's going to help you shoot a high enough percentage. If you've seen my yesterday's video, big man jump shots, if you're like a big man, you definitely need that jump shot. You need catch and shoot on. Next we have is limitless spot up. I like to have the silver, a bronze, but people like to have it whole silver. Just in case you're shooting a long half court shot off catch shoot, or it's like the little white line at the 3-point line. That is also a deep shot. So limitless spot ups are the catch and shoots from them. So if you're shooting a really deep shot, like a Trae Young type shot from downtown, Luka Doncic does the same thing, Curry does the same thing. You know, them type of players from beyond the 3-point line, off the catch and shoot, you need to have a limitless spot up on. Then we have corner specialist. I like this badge. I like to put this on bronze, but you can put it on silver. It's a very, very good badge. I recommend you guys should all use it, because once you're in the corner, like a hoe, You shoot that, it's going to be green with the corner specialist. Even if it isn't green, I hit so many whites. Probably see in the background of the footage, I'm hitting a lot of whites with these badges. So with corner specialist, especially in the corner, I make about 9 out of 10 shots. And if they're whites, 8 out of 10. So it's a really good badge. So that is the B tier for that one. Now let's go on to the A tier. A tier is a little bit juicy, a little bit spicy. Let's start off with it. We've got blinders. Now blinders went down from an S tier to an A tier because they did nerf blinders. Blinders has got nerfed a fair bit, to be honest. I've been using blinders on the last patch compared to this patch. It's night and day. If someone's shooting, if they jump into your peripheral vision and you're shooting it wide open, it's still going to make you lean to the right. It used to never make you lean when you shoot it, when they jump in your peripherals. Now when you jump, before it was just a straight shot. Now it's like you're leaning too far beyond, and then you're hooking the shot, and it's just not working. Then we've got Chef. If you like to shoot shots from the 3-point line or above, it's basically limitless spot up, limitless range this year. Chuck on Chef on goal. Then we have Deadeye. Deadeye is actually better than blinders now, because people are jumping from in front of you, so in front of your face, putting a hand in your face. That's what Deadeye. Blinders is when they go on the side of your face, into your corner of your eyes, is for straight up in front of your eyes. Deadeye actually increases your shooting by a fair bit, and I like that. Next up we have is Lucky 7. Now you put this on bronze, but this badge is just too good to have it on a low tier. Lucky 7's a very good badge, because you shoot for 7 seconds or less, you'll be green in that. Even whites go in. You're basically playing Phoenix Suns, Steve Nash, Mike D'Antoni, Amari Stoudemire, Phoenix Suns offense, back when they're like the second, third seed, and Steve Nash's MVP season, top of like that. As soon as you go over the half court, shoot below 7 seconds or less, it's going to go in. Next we have a Circus 3s, which is just what's it called? Difficult shots, but on the 3-point line. Certainly know what I mean. 3 points are more than 2 points. If you do fadeaway 3-pointer, you need that badge in. Next we have is Mismatch Expert. Bit of a tongue twister there. It has got nerfed a fair bit as well, but it is still a deadly badge to have it on. Put it on the highest tier you can. I have it on gold on my build. I can only get it on a Hall of Fame or 1 build, which is a 5-7, and then builds are now rendered useless basically, because there's only a couple of drill moves you can do to speed boost. But that is the A tier. Now we're going to the top tier of badges. We are looking at first Sniper. Hall of Fame Sniper is still deadly as it ever has been. After the first ever patch in the game, they nerfed it once. They haven't nerfed it again. I hit so many whites. You see the background of the footage, man. I'm just hitting white after white after white. Sniper is very, very good for that. And then we have Stop and Pop. So if I'm doing any type of a drill move, I'll do a quick stop off that drill move, instantly shoot that. Stop and Pop pops up every single time. And if you're just running around the court, if you run and then quick stop and shoot, Stop and Pop works just there as well. So it's a very, very good badge. Try to put that on a gold or Hall of Fame. And then we have the last badge of the day, which is Hot Zone Hunter. It negates cold spots. If you have a Hall of Fame, it gets rid of cold spots. They're all neutral unless they're hot spots. Once you're in a hot spot, your shooting percentage will go increasingly great. So make sure to have them badges on in tiers. So we've got Tier D, which is stay away. Tier C is where you put on bronze. B is silver. A is gold. And then S is Hall of Fame. If you guys want any more type of content just like this, make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. Anyway, we'll be pumping out some YouTube shorts soon because it is December, double revenue, and I need the revenue more than you guys think. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.